Angel Reese Baffles WNBA broadcasters with actions before foul trouble strikes Sky vs Mystics. Well, Angel Reese is back, and just in time. After missing two of the team's last three games, the two-time All-Star finally returned to the court against the Washington Mystics after the Sky had fallen to 7-18 and dropped to 12th place in the standings. And since she's played in 22 games this season, starting every single one while averaging 13.8 points per game, you can bet there's pressure surrounding her return. But the question is, can that pressure justify Reese's play? The Chi-Town Barbie hit the court on Tuesday night with the hope of helping her team snap a two-game losing streak against the Mystics. And as always, she was dominating until she misread. As she battled for possession in the third quarter, Mystics forward Emily Angsler secured the defensive rebound. But Reese, visibly frustrated with the outcome, made additional contact that didn't go unnoticed by the officials. The refs quickly called the foul. But it didn't end there. Reese immediately looked to head coach Tyler Marsh for help, and he responded by challenging the call. Unfortunately for the Sky, the challenge was unsuccessful. As a result, Marsh was charged with a timeout and lost the ability to challenge any further calls for the remainder of the game. But broadcasters knew it already as they said, with all due respect to Angel Reese, I don't know how you implore your coach to challenge that when you make literal contact, hand to the face. Well, it seems you've got to answer to your star player, especially when she's carrying the team. With veteran Courtney Vandersloot already out and fellow sophomore Camila Cardoso still adjusting to different positions with help from the coaching staff, Angel Reese's voice naturally holds weight. But what makes this situation even more intriguing is that while everyone agreed it wasn't the right call to challenge, Reese opposed it. And that's what stands out, as it seems she's becoming known for contesting nearly every referee decision. Remember that tight 80-75 loss to the Minnesota Lynx? Reese openly blasted the WNBA's officiating, calling it diabolical and saying she's tired of this ST, adding that she didn't care about any fines she might receive for speaking out. Since then, she's become one of the league's most outspoken critics of officiating. So, when she insisted that head coach Tyler Marsh challenged the call during the Mystics game, it didn't sit well with broadcasters. But come on, it's probably not the best moment to be pulling those cards on the court, right? Angel Reese's fire meets ref's whistle. Well, the personal foul Reese picked up was her fifth of the night. And while it was officially marked as a personal foul, some argued the contact was intentional enough to warrant a flagrant one. And let's not forget, Reese is just one technical foul away from a suspension under the WNBA's updated rules. What started in the season opener against the Indiana Fever, when Reese was on the receiving end of a hard foul from Caitlin Clark, which she later called a basketball play, telling reporters, refs got it right. Move on has now transformed into something more complex. That game earned her a technical too, and since then, it's felt like Chi-Town Barbies had something to prove. She now sits just above Mystics center Shakira Austin, who trails her with 5 technicals. And yes, one of Reese's techs came during the July 8th matchup against the Mystics, following a heated exchange with Austin. But this recent foul wasn't the only situation Marsh stood behind Reese on. He's previously said many of her technicals are driven more by competitive energy than malice, especially during verbal exchanges or frustrations with officials. He even noted he tried to get some of those calls rescinded, though that's up to the league. Still, the lingering question remains, can Reese go the next 18 games without picking up another tech? Well, up until now she has. She's aware of it, Marsh said earlier this month. We're not worried about it. But maybe they should be, because right now Angel Reese is proving unstoppable, not just in play, but in picking up fouls too.